This is Marty Stewart with SeminarSecrets.com. You can hear the complete version of this big seminar interview by going to www.SeminarSecrets.com.
And what we're going to do right now is actually get the call officially underway. Again, my name is Armand Morin. I'd like to welcome everyone today. This is the Big Seminar Preview Series. Now, many of you that haven't heard of the Big Seminar yet, well, it's a seminar that I've put on for the last 2 years. This is our fourth big seminar that we've done so far, and each seminar just keeps getting better and better and better. And we've done some amazing things in the past. We've brought in the top marketers in the world all in one place at one time to teach you for 3 full days of just rock-solid information about marketing, specifically online marketing. And this year, we just have a tremendous lineup of people that are going to be there to teach you, as well as we've got some great bonuses in store for you. For example, this year, last year I gave away about 6 months ago, I gave away a Mustang convertible to one person from the seminar, and that person happened to be Jermaine Griggs. And he came to the seminar, obviously looking to improve his business, and he's done a lot of great things since then. But he also walked out of that seminar with a brand new Mustang 2004 Mustang convertible. This year, this seminar in October, I'm going to be giving away a brand new convertible PT Cruiser to one person that's going to be at the seminar. And that's just part of what's the possibilities can happen at the seminar. But also, we've just got 3 days that's just going to be jam-packed, full of rock-solid information on how you can take your business to the next level on the Internet, and as well as many other techniques that we're going to be covering, such as offline marketing as well. And we're going to be covering a lot of information. We have some speakers such as Marlon Sanders, John Reese, Paul Culligan, J.J. Childers, Stephen Pierce, Carl Galletti, Randy Chirac, Alex Mondosian, Jim Edwards, Alexandria Brown, Mike Stewart, who we'll be talking with today, my good friend John Childers, as well as myself. And we're going to be teaching you for 3 days everything that you need to know about the Internet, and that's all going to happen in Los Angeles on October 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. And we'll tell you more about that as time goes on this conference call. But today, what we want to do is we want to talk with you. We want to talk to you and with you from a person named Mike Stewart. And Mike's one of our speakers at the seminar. And many people have probably heard of Mike as the Internet audio guy. And Mike has been showing people how to put high-quality audio on the Internet for quite some time. And that's the way that Mike and I met just a few short years ago. But, you know, Mike's been working on something new, something revolutionary that many people have been wanting to do, but yet they found it very complicated. And, you know, I've been looking into this aspect of multimedia for quite some time, and you've seen some of the results on our pages and some of the things that I've done in the past. And what I'm talking about is video production, specifically low-cost video production, multimedia, specifically for the Internet. And Mike has put together and has found some very high-profit ways that you can do this to make it work for you and your business. And so we're going to be talking with Mike all about that today on this call. So, Mike, I'd like to welcome you to the call today.
Hey, it's great for us both to be here in Australia together today.
Yeah, I mean, and just so for those of you that don't know, Mike and I are actually in Australia right now. We're actually doing this call live from Coolum, and so we had to figure out how to dial international, which wasn't that easy. But once we got through, we were okay. But the fact is that today, Mike, you know, we're going to talk about video. Now, let me ask you this. I know everyone has known you for, you know, quite some time as the Internet audio guy.
Yeah.
Now, why the sudden move to video? I mean,
well, I don't consider it a move. In fact, when I reserved the domain name Audio Guy at the recommendation of Alex 3 years ago, I said I'm going to grab video because I felt that was the future for the Internet. Even though it had a lot more challenges 3 years ago than it does today, it just keeps getting better and better. There wasn't quite as much broadband 3 years ago as there is today, and the tools that we're going to talk about in this call weren't available. And there wasn't low-cost and easy ways for people to create the content themselves. So a lot has changed, but when I got into the Internet, it came from a television, radio production background. It didn't come from an Internet background. And so as the computers get better, faster, and the technology keeps improving, I knew that self-video production was a future for everyone that wanted to get a message across the Internet.
Well, one of the interesting facts that I just read about just a few weeks ago is that last month, for the first time, was the first time ever in history in the U.S. that broadband users have outnumbered the number of dial-up users.
Yeah.
Now, that's a major that's a major announcement, really, when you consider it, because one of the reasons why many people have held back as far as getting into multimedia and specifically video for the Internet, we're talking big companies and small companies, is the fact that, dial-up users, if there were so many dial-up users, most people couldn't take advantage or see or utilize any of this multimedia. But now, with the times changing and broadband coming into being the majority of the people out there, businesses and home users, then now we have an opportunity to expand upon some of these technology. Now, you said one of the things earlier is that, the tools weren't available previously in order to make this happen. Give us some idea about some of the tools and what do you mean by that?
Well, even as early as 98, 99, Real Media and Windows Media was making 56K video, which was pretty useless in people's minds because they were comparing it to television. It was a very, very small image. It was very jerky. It was very blurry. However, companies like CNN and NBC, they were broadcasting 56K video streams. But on the real world, working with customers and hearing their resistance to video was they couldn't understand how to make the players work. There were lots of challenges to make computers receive that kind of content, and so from a marketer's standpoint, it really wasn't even a consideration because it didn't enhance the look of a product. It was difficult to demonstrate customer support. Basically, you saw a blurry face and a little bit of lip sync and poor quality audio. Well, broadband completely changes that. And even Real Media and Windows Media can stream very, very high-quality video streams that are usable. But the thing that I think this year that is going to revolutionize, and it's the same technology that made my audio passion come to you 2-3 years ago, is the fact that Flash multimedia has got a new standard called FLV, .FLV file, which just stands for Flash video. The Flash player is everywhere. 98 to 99% of everybody in the world has Flash, and Flash 7 can stream the FLV file with no challenges. That means that people can hear and see it if you know how to create the content.
And that's extremely important because let's look at this as that the Real Media, Real Player. I mean, depending on the type of media that they're playing, you may have to upgrade, downgrade the video player that you have. And then, with Windows Media, same type of issue. I know Windows Media just came out with Windows Media 9, which is, one of the main purposes was for video, for streaming video.
Exactly.
But previously, up until now, or just a little while ago, what we've had to do is if you're going to make a video, you had to put it in Real Player. You had to also make it for Windows Media, and then you may also make a Flash counterpart as well too. But because of the fact that Flash is automatically installed on almost every computer nowadays, that cuts a lot of the issues down as far as a person producing these videos. Now, I know one question that may be going through many people's mind on this call right now is what are some uses that they can use as a small business owner, as a marketer, as a product creator? I mean, what are some uses of video?
Well, just as we introduced with audio, the customer testimonials. If they go to the BigSeminar page, you've got literally 30 or 40 video testimonials. There's no question that is an authentic person talking about what a great. You can actually see the emotion in their face. You hear it in their voice, and you can see it in their face because it was real. It was captured with a video camera. A picture's worth 1,000 words. A video's worth 10,000 words. So customer testimonials is important for every company. But see, when you get into product display, when you get into customer support, when you get into distance learning, when you get into number of presentations. And what I think is most important, and what I'm going to be talking about on the seminar, is product creation. Our business model has been information publishers learning how to. You started with ebooks, and then I kept thinking that the extension from ebooks is audiobooks. Well, now DVD training programs, DVD products, information products that are using video, all of those are reachable and are valid reasons for the marketer to learn how to get the production techniques down. You know, we're going to get into maybe cameras and recorders and some simple techniques in a minute. But the bottom line is that if you can learn to record your voice, you're able to get it up on the web. We've proven that, and that's being utilized everywhere. It's the same concept. If you can go to the next step and learn how to light a camera, get in front of it, and record something that's convincing to help market.
Well, I know, for example, I mean, if you're looking at a website or if you're looking at a product for that matter, I mean, you're talking about taking the real and bringing it into the virtual. Mm-hmm. And, by doing that, you stand out from the crowd, from your competitors, because most people can't do it, or they don't know how to do it, or they're paying big money to do it right now, and they just can't keep up with someone that can really do it on the fly. I know, we talked about me doing, some of the things that I want to do in the next few months, which is, doing some video things and putting them, strictly online, and then making a physical product for it as well too. So, mm-hmm. Doing tutorials, doing different presentations, and teaching people through a video as opposed to just an audio, which and the thing is, Fred Gleek, who's spoken at our seminar many times before, always talked about the different modalities of learning. Some people like to read, some people like to see it, some people like to do both, some people need to experience it. And, there's a certain number of people, and that's all of our clients. I mean, the people listening onto this call, you have customers who cannot just listen to it. They cannot just learn from just listening. They can't learn from just reading, but they need the combination of being able to actually see someone and also hear it at the same time, and to see emotions, to see how that all works. And those people will be more apt to with video, as well as the other people that could learn on those other methods as well. They will learn more via video. And it's Mike, I mean, it's pretty simple at this point for the most part.
Well, the television equipment of 10, 15 years ago was just like audio equipment. It was large, it was expensive, it was complicated. It basically took a very educated video editor, producer, to make the cameras work, to be able to get it. It was all going to analog videotape. It was just something that somebody looking at it first time, it would be virtually pretty much impossible for them to pick up in a short amount of time. But now there are systems that allow you to do that. One of the big improvements is the small camcorders. The quality of their low-light shooting is just almost near broadcast quality. A camera 15 years ago was a $30,000 investment. Now there are cameras that are as little as $400 that are usable. So, I'm selling hard products. I'm selling products that have customer support that the companies that manufacture them, do in printed manuals. I'm planning on every package I do. It's going to be a great support to send a DVD showing you how to plug the wires in. So, I mean, there's so many applications of learning to put a camera on a tripod, light it in such a way that it's clear to see, and then you still, with this flash video, have the ability to put this kind of content online and viewable on demand. A quick little story is, our friend Jim Edwards, who is speaking, I knew one of my tests is if you and Jim like it, then I think I'm onto something. Right. And I produced a little video, and I'll give the URL before we leave here. And, I mean, actually in a sloppy T-shirt showing how I really work, and I produced a little 4-minute video, and the minute Jim saw it, he bought it. So it's like you can actually make a custom presentation in a matter of minutes. And I don't think I could have done this and shown it with such detail had I not had a camera to be able to shoot it and have the motion of the camera. So there's going to be we're going to get very, very creative as time goes on.
Yeah, I mean, and You know, when I first saw the video, well, let me give everyone an example. I mean, some of the applications, because I want you to be clear. I mean, Mike mentioned the use of video testimonials, which again, if you're on this call, you've actually been to the Big Seminar website, and you've seen some of the things that we've done on there as far as video and how well that can work over the internet, even on low band or dial-up access. Even it will work that well. One of the things that you hopefully seen at the top of the page was a video presentation that I actually paid someone to do. That video presentation at the very top of the Big Seminar website, when you first got to our sales letter, that video alone, let me give everyone an idea. I know because this company has been hammered with the number of people calling them, but that video cost me about $10,000 to produce. Now, I was in a hurry. I needed it done, and I wanted it for the website the way this was done. But now, you know, with the different video equipment, and if I had a little bit more time, I could have easily done it myself, you know, utilizing the tools and services that Mike has for next to nothing. I mean, actually, I could have done all the work myself. It wouldn't have been that complicated. But this company, I mean, that's the value. That's what people are paying to do this. I mean, I paid it. I paid $7,000 just for production of that, and to actually get that file, and then I had to pay for my time to fly up to Boston for a whole day at the last minute's notice, with 1 day's notice, so I didn't get a great plane fare. Pay for my hotel, pay for my meals, pay for my cab ride for 50 miles, and you know, after all that was said and done, I spent about $10,000 just to get that one video. Now, if, you know, that video will pay for itself, I have no doubt about it, but, you know, what happens to, for example, in my situation next year, when I want to promote my next seminar? Well, I'd have to pay someone $10,000 again? Well, I don't think so. I mean, I want to save money. That's just one application, but, you know, when you first seen that video, I mean, I think there's a lot that gets a lot of people's attention. We've gotten a lot of response from it. That's just one aspect, like video introductions. That can be just one mode alone. The video testimonials, as you've seen later on the website, that can all be done. But you know what? And when you're producing these products that Mike's talking about, the customer support products, just manuals, and now imagine this just for one moment. You purchase a product. Let's assume, let's just keep it simple. Let's say it was a piece of software product. You bought a software product, you get it, and then you download this little ebook that's the help manual, except it's not called a help manual anymore, it's called a help video. All of a sudden you open up this little video, and all of a sudden you see you know, someone come on saying, "Hi, welcome to our help video, and here's what we're going to show you over the course of the next 5 minutes, which is how to use our software completely." And when the person comes up, you see their little name come across and their position within that company, and all of a sudden they fly out, just like you would see on television, a transition. They fly out of the picture, and then all of a sudden what comes up is a screenshot of a computer with someone actually moving their mouse around, just like you would see in a Camtasia video, and then all of a sudden that person comes back in. You see, you know, they update you with a website, and you see that website appear across the bottom of the screen, and then they continue on into the different sections as far as how to use their software. That in itself would be so much helpful. As a business person, you're going to cut down on customer service. You're going to make your customers that more happy. And, you know, the next question that people are always going to ask you is, how did you do it? Because everyone always wants to know, how did you do that once they see something amazing like that? But if you picture in your mind you having a product, I don't care if it's an ebook, I don't care if it's anything else, you can do this. So, I mean, so Mike, let's cover the process as far as how would a person, let's just say, go about making a help video.
Well, step one, and this is what's been done for production of video for years and years, is you have to do, and it's very simple to set up in Word, is do what's called a split script. You just do 2 columns in MS Word, and what you write on the right side of the script is what you're going to hear.
You have just listened to a portion of this Big Seminar interview. To get the complete version, simply go to www.seminarsecrets.com. Find out how you can attend the next Internet Marketing Big Seminar. And for a very special offer you can't refuse, visit www.seminarsecrets.com.